Hi, thanks for joining me on your mat today. I'm Carl. This is Ski Forever Yoga. Looking forward to leading you through a short practice that's going to focus on ankles, calves, hamstrings, glutes, quads, all of those muscles that you're going to need to stay in shape for next season's ski season, but also for all those other things you're up to, running, cycling, golf. Let's get at it. We're going to go into a low lunge, which is going to help with opening up the hips. We're going to do a pyramid pose, which is going to lengthen those hamstrings. And we're going to do some bridge work to open those glutes, build some strength, help with the knee tracking, and to make sure you reduce the quad dominance in some of your physical activities. So for our warm-up, let's start in mountain pose. Three deep breaths. Feel that abdomen up into the upper chest and exhale. Relax that central nervous system. And let's start with some simple heel raises. Up onto the balls of the toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the ankles and the calves. And now a little trickier one. 1 foot at a time. Toe raises. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, rolling on the balls of the heels. Just get things loosened up down there, working from the ground up. And onto our mats, all fours for cat-cow. Nice flat back, wrists below the shoulders, elbow creases facing forward, weight on the tops of the toes, knees below the hips. Inhale for the cow, exhale for the cat, leading with the tailbone, 1 vertebrae at a time. Put the hands a little further forward and up into our down dog. First down dog of the day for many of us. And we'll walk it out. Weight on the left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Walking those heels down to the mat if you can. Chest moves towards the glutes. Head and the weight of the head is towards the mat. Abs are tucked. And we're breathing. Opening up that back. Let's look to the left. Let's look to the right. And we'll take our right foot forward for a low lunge, knee off the mat. And we'll pulse a little bit. Opening up that left hip flexor. The motion's at the back of the body. You're keeping the front knee over the heel to protect the knee. and you can feel it opening up nicely. A little bit in the glute, hip flexors, and you'll feel it a little bit in the hamstring too. Breathing. And up into mountain, and we'll switch sides. Low lunge, left foot forward, right foot back, knee off the ground, abs tucked, and we'll do some pulses. Once again, most of the motion's at the back of the body. In this case, right knee going down, opening up that right hip flexor. And we'll just let it stretch out a little. From here, we're going to move into pyramid pose. We're going to move the right foot forward about 3 feet apart. You're on a railroad track. Right foot's facing 45. You've straightened out the left leg. Hips are forward. Tucking the abs, and just roll the weight of the head down. You can have your hands on your hips. And you want to try to keep the weight evenly balanced between your back and your front foot, and let the head take you down. You can open up this hamstring on the left side, and you're lifting that hip up into the left socket, and you'll also feel it on the right side if you're keeping your weight on the back. You can just let your head take you down. If you want, you can give it a little bit of a pull off the calf. And you can keep those knees a little bit bent. You don't want to lock out on the joints. Breathing, abs tucked. And we'll roll up slowly. And let's switch sides. Right foot forward. Back foot at about a 45. We're on the railroad tracks for balance. Slight bend in each of those knees. And once again, abs tucked. Let the weight of your torso and your head take you down over that right knee. It's tricky to keep weight on the back foot because tendency is to put it all in the front, but see if you can keep it back there. Hips straight forward. And back up. Now we're coming into our chair pose. We're holding our chair pose here, and we're going to do chair pose with heel lifts. Tricky on the balance, but good for the balance, good for the ankles. Build up some strength in the feet. That's your chair with heel lifts. And let's get onto our backs for bridge pose. Feet on the ground, back on the mat, hands at the side, and we're going to lift up with the calves and the quads. You can let the glutes rest a little bit. Try not to max out with the glutes doing all the work. And we'll roll down and roll back up, one vertebrae at a time. With breathing. Bridge gives you a lot of flexibility in the spine. And if you want, you can cross your hands underneath, get more of the weight onto the shoulders, and we'll hold it. From here, you can do a leg raise and some ankle work. We've got a couple spectators here. The little guys want in on the action. They always do. And let's roll it back down gently. Depress that lower back down onto the mat. A number of times. Make sure you're keeping that lower back safe and protected. And we'll go into figure 4. Right leg bends, toes pointing the knee to keep the knee protected. And we'll reach through the gap, grab that right inner thigh, and push out on the right leg with the right elbow while you're pulling in on the left. You'll feel that in your right glute and right IT band. And we can raise that leg if you want. And we're holding some of these moves to get a nice even stretch. Let's drop the left foot to the mat and put the right foot on to the ground, opening up while you're looking to the right, opening up that right hip. Bring it back up, and let's look to the left and opening up the left hip a little bit more. And we'll switch sides. Bend that left leg, put it over the right thigh, below the knee. Toes are pointing towards the knee for protection. We're going through the gap. We're grabbing the right thigh. And pushing out on the left inner thigh with that left elbow. And we can raise the right leg if we want. Keeping the lower back and tailbone flat on the mat. Opening up that left glute hamstring IT band. Getting those legs in great shape. Pull into your comfort level. We'll lower the right foot back down, and let's drop the left foot to the ground, looking to the left, opening up the hip, breathing, enjoying the tranquility of your yoga practice, leaving all the monkey chatter and everything else behind, bringing that right knee, at least the left knee, over to the left side and opening up the right hip, looking to the right. And back up, both feet on the ground. Let's windshield wiper the legs. And let's put a little more work into those hamstrings. Legs straight in front of you. Right knee comes in and over to the left side, looking to the right. Back into center. Left leg goes out to the right side, looking left. Feet on the ground, and we'll go into happy baby. Keep the lower back on the ground. You can go to one side and then the other side. Make sure your back is relaxed and comfortable, and feet back on the ground. Drop the knees to the left. Drop the knees to the right. And we'll wrap it up by coming into easy seat. 3 deep breaths. Fill the abdomen up into the chest and all the way out. Great routine. Thanks very much for allowing me to guide you through it. This is your practice. It's great that you're taking the time to invest in yourself, keeping yourself fit physically and mentally. Thanks very much for joining me.